to our place in history. The special friends you'll find here, the things to do and see. Feeling good about Long Island, the place you wanna be. The heart of it all has it all, Babylon. The heart of it all has it all, Babylon.
I'm trying to make it so my glasses don't have the reflection
You
because I
need
look crazy.
you need to not have a computer screen for that to happen. So it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I appreciate the effort. A+ for effort.
This is audio only, so don't worry.
It's funny though. I have like HDMI cable with my laptop into my TV, so you guys are fucking like giant on a 60-inch screen TV in front of me as well.
Should have put my makeup on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Take
Well,
you just the way you are.
we're sort of
So exciting.
yeah, we're sort of changing up the format, but not really tonight. We've invited two of our immediate neighbors from the East to come on and talk about their experience growing up adjacent to us in Babylon. So welcome, Jason and Megan, to the podcast.
Hey, y'all. Happy to be here.
Thank you.
I just want to say I was born in Lindenhurst, and my mother and father are from Lindenhurst. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm in it.
So I guess we'll start with you. Talk about like your family origins in Lindenhurst and Long Island in general and how you ended up in Babylon.
Sure. My parents grew up in Lindenhurst. My mother lived on Winchester Drive off a straight path. And then my dad was on Tremont. There's a sump on Tremont. He lived right next to it.
There sure is.
Yeah. So that
One of the
was his
many.
house. Yeah, right next to the sump. And then right before I was born, or right after, no, it was after I was born, because I lived in a house on 50th Street off a straight path. Back in the days where, you know, people in their 20s could have a fucking child and like buy a fucking beautiful house. That was still happening. So my parents did that in Babylon, around Argyle Lake. And yeah, so I was 4 years old when I moved over there. And that was the start of my Babylon adventure. How about you, Moogie?
Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can. I'm trying to see if I could turn the volume up. I can't hear and I can't see.
Oh, gee.
I have my AirPods in, but
Okay,
it's like
so
not...
there's
You
like
have
a
to go to
little
settings.
gear thing in the bottom left corner. That's settings.
Wait, on the where it says audio?
Yeah, that might be it. I'm on a PC. I don't know what everyone else is on, so I don't know what.
Can you tell that I've
yeah.
never worked in a job that I've had to do this?
You had me completely fooled.
Whatever. I can hear okay enough.
Are you sure? Because you just said a minute ago that you can't hear anything.
It's just really low.
There's definitely a way to turn up your headphone volume in Zoom.
Oh, I got it. I did it.
Fantastic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay,
and we're turning into fucking boomers, aren't we?
I'll leave that all in.
okay. Babylon. My parents both grew up in North Babylon. They were like high school sweethearts. And I was born in like more like West Babylon. And then I think it was right around like, what was the big crazy hurricane when we were kids?
Gloria?
Gloria.
That was it.
Our house got like totally destroyed. Because it was over by the water. So then, and I think it was also like, it was in West Babylon School District, and they didn't want me and my sister to go to West Babylon. So we moved to Babylon, and that was the house that I always was in. Super close, right down the block from Nick. And really close to where Jay lived also.
Now, my first question to you guys is, how many elementary schools are there in Babylon?
One, right? Yeah. Yeah. So
You
it's
say that like there
elementary.
should only be one in any school district ever, but Lindenhurst had 6.
I know, that's fucked up, because like everybody tells me how big their graduating class was from like every
Yeah,
step of life, and I was like, holy shit! Like my graduating class from high school was even probably like maybe 100 people, like max. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
So it's a
Babylon. Yeah,
tiny
it's so
ass
small.
town.
Because me and John were talking about, your high school or your graduating class or something.
Mine?
And it was no at Lindenhurst.
Oh,
Lindenhurst. Yeah, I had 500 kids in my graduating class.
Yeah.
That was
that's
about 500 too. Yeah.
insane to me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we had one elementary, one middle school, right?
And then we were 7th grade
Grade
to 12th.
school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're junior, senior high school.
yeah.
Yeah. Which
Which
is
is not a
really
good idea.
disgusting.
Bad.
No,
Yeah,
not
bad
at not at
idea.
all. 13-year-olds and 18-year-olds in the same
Yeah.
building.
That's not bad. We used to have a thing called rec night in Babylon, which is like, I don't even know what it's like. You could go play basketball at the school or play volleyball, or you could like slutty dance with like your girlfriend or whatever, just grind on them. And like the DJ was our school's janitor, DJ Nelson, fucking respect. But yeah, it was a train wreck. You should never have kids that big of an age gap together, in my opinion.
Especially with some of the teachers that have been caught recently.
Fuck, especially in Babylon. Yeah.
Oh my
shit.
God.
Yeah.
Have you
Mr.
guys had
Kenny.
scandals like that? We've had a bunch.
We
For
had
sure.
so many.
There's-
though.
Yeah.
There's one big one that's kind of swept under the rug with Lindenhurst recently, but an unnamed teacher got caught, inappropriate messages and, no relations, but I think just messaging with children, and he decided to unalive himself as a result.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he had kids in the district as well. Like, he lives
Oh,
around here.
shit, nasty.
Dude.
Those kids are gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
There was also people like in the grade above us and one below us who like married teachers. Like
Yeah,
once,
which is fucking
right?
weird.
Like
dude.
once they
This is one-
graduated.
I worked at a beer distributor in Lindenhurst when I was in high school with Vergano, who was a teacher in your
Oh yeah.
school.
He
Oh, yeah.
he married my
That's who we're talking about.
childhood like best friend.
Yeah, I didn't realize how close to my age she was at that time. Well, now he's remarried. He was married to someone that he was.
they broke up?
Yeah, he was married to a woman named Brienne, who's like closer to our age from West Babylon, but now he's
Dude.
married to the lady that like ran that store. What was the name of the store?
Yeah, but rumors.
Yeah. He's still married to her.
But
Who,
she was
Sassy?
like, he was our teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good 10 years older than us, 12 years older than us.
Easily. Yeah.
He's also like happens to be the weirdest looking person I've ever seen.
They used to call him Zero Sideburns in high school because he would shave his fucking sideburns up to fucking here. It was a really weird look. He was a good social studies teacher. I don't know about him fucking little kids, but
He's a cop now.
oh, is he a cop? Well, fuck
Yeah.
him then.
I mean, I've seen her post a lot of like Blue Lives Matter stuff. Whatever.
His whole family was cops.
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes
God.
sense.
Yeah.
Well,
So, just for clarity, what years did you guys graduate high school?
I
2003.
graduated in you were 2003. I was 2001.
Okay.
Was that the same as you guys?
I'm 2001. He's
I'm
99.
Yeah. So growing up in Babylon, first off, what did your parents do for a living?
you want to go first, Move? Or me?
Yeah. Whoever wants to go first.
My parents were like super working class. My dad was like a concrete foreman. Like he did that for like 30 years. And my mom did merchandising, like retail merchandising. So she worked at all of the department stores, like Sears, she worked at for years, and Penny's. So yeah, both my parents worked. My grandparents also lived in Babylon. So pretty much they like took care of me and my sister all the time. But yeah, Babylon's like kind of like waspy. It's like very kind of like, yeah, like it's just so waspy. And like I feel like we were more like lower middle class, and like my parents kind of tried to like make it seem like we weren't, but I just always feel like
yeah.
And I just always feel like we were like a little bit more like me and my sister were always dressed like a little bit like rattier when we were like younger, and like our house always kind of looked a little bit like more whatever.
Is there a big wealth disparity there? Because I know, like, you go down to the water and it's super
That's
rich,
what I was
but-
going to ask.
Yeah.
Like south of Main Street, Montauk, is that like a huge divide?
Yeah.
I mean, there's like the rich area, like where Jay lived.
Hey, it gets richer past fucking
Is
Montauk
that
going south.
That's like next to Argyle, where there's like houses
Yeah.
with ballrooms and
Yeah.
shit. I call
Yeah.
that area the Forest of Illusions, and I don't know why, but it reminded me of that from
I mean,
Mario.
Jay's house that he
Yeah.
grew up in is like gorgeous, like such a beautiful
It
house.
was a
But
shithole when they bought it, though.
I mean,
Right,
but all my
on top
friends
of it.
growing up lived in crazy houses like that. Like it was just like everyone was like just very wealthy. But then when you started going more near like into West Babylon, there's like projects. So
Yeah.
like it is like, yeah, it's very obvious, I
Yeah, they're
think.
called Lindenhurst.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you start getting it, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, Jay, how about you?
My dad was a foreman for Cablevision before they got bought out by Optimum, what is now is Optimum or whatever. So he was really fucking blue collar. My mother worked her ass from the printing room at Newsday up to becoming like the like president of marketing. But then she got pinched for like doing some shit that she shouldn't have, which was crazy. It's another story. Yeah.
And
Wow.
siblings? Either of you?
I
Only
have a
child
younger
for me.
sister
Okay.
that, yeah, graduated in 2006, I think. Wait, yeah?
Mhm.
Ye-
I feel like she was in Freeman's grade. So 2004? Does that make
2004.
sense?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think so. I have to say my brain, like I really don't remember like a lot of I called Jay before. I'm like, I just want to let you know I don't remember anything. I might need like help. Like my brain is just like such mush when it comes to remembering things.
Hindsight is 420.
Yeah.
Smoke that shit.
Okay, so what were you guys getting into as kids growing up?
Uh,
Okay.
computers to start with,
Mhm.
like probably when I was like 8 or 9, I got really attached to a computer and like really wanted to learn the ins and outs of it. So just really spent a lot of time alone. My friend Billy that used to have, well, I don't even, he still has a distro called You're Welcome, but we call him Wild Bill Alar. But he was my best friend growing up, still is my best friend. So we spent a lot of time alone, like playing video games and me fucking around with computer shit. Until I hit probably 12 or 13 is when I started going to shows with Mike Dumps and my cousin Eric. And I met Moog and our friend Katie Deacon at, it's probably like a Humble Beginnings show or some shit at the Roadhouse Pub in Center Reach. Um, and then as soon as I met them, I like clung to this Babylon like punk set that we had there. And yeah, the rest is fucking history, I guess.
Um, Me and my sister were always really close. We were like outdoor kids. We just like did all that kind of stuff. And like that person we were talking about earlier that married the teacher was like our neighbor down the block. So we would always get together and do stuff. I lived down the block from Southard's, where a few years ago they
They
found what was it, a head? They found
Mm.
hacked
some.
Yeah.
up arm, they found body parts and shit.
Yeah, they found body
Yeah.
parts. I was
Yeah.
freaking out about that because that was literally like that is where we hung out. Like that is just where when we were younger, we would go through walks there, ride our bikes through there. And then when we were older, we would go like smoke weed and drink 40s in there. That was just it was literally like down the block. So we did that a lot. Um, like I said, my grandparents kind of like took care of us since my parents both worked. So my grandma was a baker. So we baked a lot. We went to the beach a lot. We were like a big beach family. And then my like to go back of me with I said like we were kind of keeping up appearances. My dad like got a boat when we were like a little bit older that we ended up getting rid of because he probably just couldn't afford it. But we had like some really good memories as a family, like going out on my boat on because my grandma lived down by the water, so she had like a dock, so we were able to just keep it there for free. So we would go do that a lot, which
I didn't know that Rod had a boat.
yeah, for a few years it was
Yeah.
like really, yeah, it was really cool. We would like go out clamming and go to like the whatever sound bar and stuff.
That's like a whole culture unto itself.
Yeah.
Like the guys on boats scene.
I always think like the kids whose parents had boats, like their parents were like vaguely horny and gross in like junior high. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're all swingers or something like that. You know what I mean? I catch a weird vibe, or I did then.
They
Yeah.
would just anchor on the
Yeah.
sandbar and
It's
bang
kind
each other and
I'm
shit.
not I'm not I'm not projecting this onto your father.
not that I know of,
Yeah.
but it is because it is kind of like it's very showy. It's very like
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Check me out.
exhibitionist. I'm sure my dad
Yeah.
I'm sure my dad loved that. My dad like maybe what 10 or 15 years ago got a Harley. Like my dad's
Ooh.
75. He got like in his 50s he started getting into like bikes and being in a bike club and stuff. So I guess he does kind of like that kind of
Hell's Angels.
life. He's into that life.
He's a 1%er now.
All right.
Yeah, he's a
Did the
1%.
boat
Yeah.
did the boat
Well,
have a name?
I'm sure it did. It wasn't
Right.
painted on it or
Okay.
anything. I can't remember.
Open relationship.
Yeah. There you go.
So I say this a lot about Lindenhurst, like when we're talking about music and culture and whatnot. Like if you're any type of like alternative or like into like interested in something counterculture, like the punk and hardcore scene are going to find you. Is it
Yeah.
the same way in Babylon, you think?
Yeah.
I feel like
Definitely.
you kind of fly a flag and like your people will find you, kind of, you know.
But I also feel like go on.
No, I always say that like the path is from an older sibling. It's always an older sibling. So we all kind of our one friend's older brother was like the one, and that's how we kind of found it. But yeah, it is like you fly the flag, like, oh, that person has like the weird safety pin in their ear or something.
Exactly.
You like see
Yeah.
them, because also, like I said, it's a very like waspy town, and it's also close to the beach. So everyone, like, I'm sure Lindenhurst was kind of like this, but everyone was like so surfer. It was very like
Yeah.
surf life, salt
Hemp
life.
necklace, Sublime,
Salt.
Yeah.
311, socks and sandals.
Yeah. Oh god, that's it. You
Yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah.
So what are the first shows you remember going to, Megan?
I was trying to think about this. So, okay, so my best friend that I met in third grade was Katie Deacon. Her older brother's Dan Deacon.
Yeah.
So, who kind of, I would say he's like the most successful musician like from our town. He was in Channel 59. So, my first show was definitely like a Channel 59 show. I think it might have been at Deja. And like I just remember like I remember Katie being like, "Do you want to go to this?" So their mother died of breast cancer when they were really young. So like Cancer Sucks was like the benefit show that I think Dan started doing, and that might have been one of my first shows, The Cancer Sucks.
The first one or the second one?
Yeah, first one for me.
The first
The
first
second one is the one like a lot of people from Lindenhurst my age, that was their first show.
Yeah. Because I wonder if that first one was at Deja.
The first one I think was on whatever hall is on like what's the name of that street that Nick lives off of? Like with the tennis courts and shit. Like there's like some sort of there's like
not
the
the
Legion Hall by the high school. The other one that's on
the church.
the block I'm
the
talking.
Church that's
the church.
The church is where the
was.
second one was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about the first one. I missed the first one.
First one was like Skavuvi and the Epitones, like way more ska centric.
Like
inside
and Silent Majority too, right? On the first one? Or is that the second one?
I don't remember that. The second one was Inside Ned's Goldfish.
I'm sure we could find the flyers somewhere.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
But
there's videos of the second one. There's like a full Slacker TV episode that they filmed.
Oh
yes.
yes.
Yeah. You'll probably be able to see everyone you know in it.
I remember watching. Yeah. Oh my God, Slacker TV. That was one of it was definitely a Channel 59 show, was one of my first shows, and I remember like just being like, what is this? Like this is crazy. And like because they were always getting donations and stuff for cancer research. So it was like it kind of gave us like this task. And I think it helped me like not feel so like awkward, because we were kind of just like running around like give us money, give us change, like running around and talking to people and stuff. So I'm sure it was some kind of a ska show. Definitely Channel 59.
It makes sense that everyone our age first show would have been ska adjacent somehow, as was the style at the time.
Well, I listened to your guys' episode with Derek recently, and you guys were talking about how like all the shows then were like so like a mishmash, like it would be like
of everything,
like a
How it
hardcore
should
band,
be.
a ska band,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like so it was like just so it was so random, like the shows, you know. Although a lot of them were very ska heavy.
I feel like bands that weren't necessarily ska were throwing it in there because that's what you did then, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you kind of sound like Red Hot Chili Peppers, yeah, you could play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're
It's
talking
close
about
enough.
who cares, huh?
I don't want to say it, but yeah, who cares? And God, what was the other one? I forget. I was looking through those Long Island
ska
ska comps. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I swear there were bands that just existed to be in that comp because I never saw some of them on shows.
There's one song on that on the Waggy Zine comp, I think it is. That's so fucking funny. We Are Groove Animals is the name of the band on it, and
That's
it's
another one.
Hilarious. It's like it just hits. It's
I feel
so
like
good.
like
Still to
40
this
in the
day.
Basement was always on every
40,
show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, who
Contra
cares?
for a while.
Contra, yeah.
Microwave Orphans.
On the Mighty Princess.
Microwave
It was
Orphans.
on every
of course.
flyer ever.
Yeah. Dodge the Death Ray. Chimichanga.
Chimichanga before Dodge the Death Ray.
Yeah.
Let's just sit and name bands for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, honestly. We can do that.
Yeah, there's like 1% of people that will know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's who listens to this podcast. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
I remember, Moog, I think it was you and Katie, or maybe it was just Katie, but it was a Halloween show at Ground Zero.
Yeah.
And I shaved my legs and got dressed up in Katie's clothes. I wish I could still fit in Katie's fucking clothes. But I won a fucking Dodge the Death Ray shirt from fucking one of the band members gave it to me. Because I basically looked like Jenna.
Yeah. I have pictures from that show, I think.
You still have them?
Yeah. Not of
There's a
you, but I
picture
have
with,
one. I was dressed as Superman. And Hobart was there. Remember Hobart?
Oh, yeah.
But so as Vito was saying, like, you know, if you feel alternative or, you know, like left of center or different, like it kind of defines you. Having such a small class, like what I realized when I started hanging out with Babylon people, which wasn't until after high school, like once I knew like 3 people, I knew fucking everyone because everyone knows everyone. I worked at Blockbuster for a little bit. So people in Babylon would see me, you know, in there when they came in there. And I think Josh Murray and John Hansen came in together. They saw I had a tattoo. Yeah.
But do you know that's the first time that I ever met you. Like, I don't think we actually met because we were probably too,
I saw you at Nassau a lot. I feel like you were walking around with Allie.
With Allie McCarthy?
Yeah, at Nassau, like on campus. I became friends with Matt Brennan because we both wore Converge shirts. And then he told me he worked at Tower. So then he gave me his discount at Tower.
No, I didn't work at Tower. I worked at Looney Tunes.
No, he did. You worked at Tower after that. You worked with Meg, right?
At Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
But I would bring, anytime I brought to return tapes at Blockbuster, you would always take off the charges.
Yeah.
The fucking real one right there.
We weren't friends, but I think it was just like we were just like, yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
I took off $50 in charges for Nick once for the movie Evolution. I'll never forget.
See how he does you? Fuck that scumbag. Make sure that makes it in.
How long does it have to be late to rack up $50 in charges?
Dude, I remember
not as long as you think, but probably like
not
6
that long,
months
right?
to like a year, maybe.
Oh, that's a long time.
I had an NES game. It's a basketball game where you could just beat the shit out of each other, but I hid it from my parents, and I think the charge was like upwards of like fucking $150, and this was like early 90s and shit. It was bad.
Huh. Should have waited 12 years. I could have helped you out.
I know.
That's funny to me that those two are my gateway into Babylon. Like he was making a student film about tattoos, and he's like, "Oh, do you mind coming by my house and talking about your tattoo?" I'm like, "I guess that's okay." And then I saw him there, but then I saw Sean, and Sean was the one I really started. Or no, it was Nick and 3 years older because I knew George.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing around this time, like aside from John, you guys are starting to meet people from Lindenhurst and intermingle.
This is another thing that I've wondered too. Like, it took me moving to Huntington and like knowing like Phil and whoever else to know that like they were hanging out with them the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't meet people like that until at like for some reason Lindenhurst was like xenophobic and didn't mix with people.
Kind of insular, yeah.
Yeah, we kept to our own because we were scared. I guess I don't know.
Well, I remember going, well, I guess maybe Meg was my gateway to Lindenhurst because she was like so cool. Like she I thought she was like such a cool, like older girl when I worked with her. And then
Her twin sisters are my age, so I knew them from like junior high, but I sat with her when I was a freshman in high school at lunch. Like no one I knew was in my lunch thing. So I sat with Derek, Rob McAllister, Meg, and someone else who I can't remember. But I felt so cool sitting with all of them.
yeah, because she
Good
was
table.
like she was kind of like the surfery girl, but that she was able to like also be like like a hardcore girl show girl, which was like kind of hard to succeed at.
Yeah.
She like
But
did
I think
it.
that's like a specifically Lindenhurst thing, like where there were like jock girls that were going to shows because their brothers were in bands or what, you know?
Yeah. So then, so when I was in high school, I also became really, really tight with Sarah Parker. And she was like
Okay.
my best friend, but she like, yeah, she's from Lindenhurst, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Totally.
She was my bestie. So then, but I remember going to house parties and stuff, random house parties, and like I remember like meeting Tara King and thinking she was so cool, like her and her sister being like just like talking to me at a party or something, and then kind of becoming tight with them and whatever. I always remember like the girls, you know, because the girls weren't really very nice to each other then. So like the ones that were, it was like you always like remember.
Yeah, so I guess moving on, Babylon High School, very small.
Mm-hmm.
Very small.
Graduating class is also right across from the train station, which has an express
So
train to the
many
city.
fights. We used to get
Yeah,
so
what
many
the
fights
fuck?
at the train station. Which was sick.
So what was that like, and why did you ever go to class?
Is
I
there an open
remember
campus in Babylon? Like, are you allowed to leave for
well,
lunch and shit?
Yeah.
only when you're a
Yeah.
senior, right?
Gotcha.
Only when you, I think it's ninth grade. Ninth, you could start
Really?
going out.
I
Yeah.
just remember
Ninth to 12th.
yeah,
I
we would
think.
like go into town. Like we're gonna go into town. It's so funny now living in Brooklyn, and I'm like, my boss's daughter is 10, and her friends just like walk
Walk around.
and I'm
That's
like
crazy.
like
Yeah, my mother would never let me do
yeah,
Yeah.
like my mom wouldn't like we weren't even allowed to cross Deer Park Avenue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
get
allowed in friends' cars till I was like fucking 20.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't I don't remember being able to leave campus. But I do remember like there were definitely times where we had fire drills and stuff and we would just like leave. Like
Sneak out.
Yeah.
like I remember like going with Katie one time and just getting on the train and like going to the city. I'm
And
sure
then
we probably
Kyle and Ian used to skip out and go to like Brooklyn Banks and shit and skate when they were like real skate rats.
yeah.
The skate kids in Lindenhurst would go to Babylon because I guess it was better to skate there than in Lindenhurst.
Yeah, the front side of or the back side of Babylon's like kind of fucking historical spot, I guess.
Yeah.
So what goes on after high school for you guys?
I got into heroin, which was fun. And then I
Thank
got
God you're
cancer.
alive. Yeah.
And then I started working at startups. Yeah, my cancer came back. Then I got back on heroin, and now I'm off heroin and don't have cancer. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. Don't clap. Should have never touched this stuff in the first place, but yeah.
And now you're in LA.
And now I'm in LA.
Yeah. I
Okay.
I went to Nassau. I like I went to Nassau for what? I don't even know. My parents were just like, you have to do something. So I did that, and then I transferred to SUNY Purchase because I had so many friends that were already there. And like I would just go and visit on the weekends and stay there. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll just apply to go here. I think I tried to apply to New Paltz and I didn't get in. I had like a horrible GPA. And so I went to Purchase, and then when I graduated Purchase, I came back. My parents had sold the house that I grew up in Babylon, so my parents split up. My dad moved to Northport with his current girlfriend, and my mom lives in like an apartment complex in Bayshore. So after I graduated from Purchase, I moved back in with my mom, and I started working at Glenn's Dinette, which is another Lindenhurst connection because I worked with Danielle Reynolds and Janine and Melissa Bates for years. And I was really, really close with Danielle at that time. That was the one, she was living in that house, and they were having all those crazy parties and stuff.
In West Islip or North Lindenhurst?
In West Islip, like the one kind of by the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I met like Karen and all those people. And I did that for like 2 or 3 years, and before I moved to Brooklyn, and now I've been here for like 15.
That's crazy. I can't believe it's coming along.
Yeah. But I mean, I still go back out to Long Island like every other week to see my mom and stuff and help take care of her and whatever. But no more Babylon. It's more Bayshore for me now. When I go and see my mom and I do stuff, I go into Bayshore.
Okay.
My mom's still in Babylon, but I don't know anybody that's there anymore. Everybody's gone. At least from like our friend group that used to live there when I was growing up.
Well, besides like people we went to high school with that like got married.
Yeah, I don't want to see them.
And like have houses there and are cops. Yeah.
Yeah, and our cops.
Have you received any info about like a 25th year reunion? Because it's 25 years for the both of us this year. I haven't yet, but
I've never gone to any reunion. I would like
rather
die. Yeah, I don't have any, like all the people that I
want to be in touch with, you are in touch
with. I still
am.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I don't need.
Same here.
Like, I don't. I don't want to do that.
There's nothing I want to rehash.
I have no interest in that. Yeah.
It's also the kind of thing where like I'm friends, like most of my friends are older than me. Like, you know what I mean? I've like branched out and found people that were into the shit I was in that are not my age. So like I see Vito all the time. I met him my first day of high school. We were in the same journalism class. I watched the Knicks with Dave Weckerly last night. You know, I still see these people regularly. So why the hell would you want to do that? And it's like pay $100 to go
you
somewhere.
Did?
And do it.
I did, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. My God, I love her and I miss her. Yeah, I mean, I like, I'm still really good friends with people that I know from shows from different towns. Like, you know, I still, and also like a few of them, it was like a weird trifecta because it was like Babylon or Long Island friends, and then Purchase people, and then like Brooklyn people. And there's like a lot of intersection
there.
Yeah, like
the Venn diagram. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of Purchase people that like live nearby me now, and I work at a kid's store, so a lot of them have kids, so I see a lot of those people regularly. And like some Babylon people went to Purchase, so I would see them, but like so all my tight friends that I still talk to now are like from shows, like from Long Island people, but just not Babylon.
Yeah, that seems to be the common theme amongst people, you know. Except for like if you knew 10 people that went to shows from Babylon, you might still talk to the people. Yeah, but it also seems like the people I've met from Babylon, like people kind of casually went to shows as well. You know what I mean? Because they were happening around them. Like everyone is kind of or at least the people I've met, are like show adjacent to some extent, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Like
they're
they weren't going to like Huntington or Ground Zero, but if a show was happening in Babylon, they're gonna go
yeah.
see
Oh,
WCF or
totally.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. WCF.
WCF.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's
There
name
you
more
go.
bands.
That was
Well,
Babylon,
well,
right? They were from Babylon, right?
yeah, and
And
Yeah,
Polly.
crazy.
West Babylon, I think, mixed together.
But WCF was, I feel like, was what probably my path to like emo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they would play the ska shows and they would play with Channel 59 and stuff. But
Uh-huh.
they oh my God, they
They were
played a
like
show.
Weezer adjacent. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
they played at Deja with the Get Up Kids, and I had never heard music like that before. And I remember
Yeah.
going to that show and people were like crying, you know, like real emo. And I was like, what? And like people were dressed a little bit different.
Fucking
And like,
sweater
Derek
vests,
Sherman
New
has a
Balances.
video of the Get Up Kids from that show.
yeah, I remember. And like I probably went maybe with Polly or with WCF or something. And I just remember being like, what is this? This is like such a different world. Like it's like different vibe.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it.
The emo thing then, like before it blew up and became mainstream, was kind of like, okay, this like reminds me of Weezer and stuff that's like on the radio, but it's more, there's hardcore in it. So like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that WCF is completely void of hardcore, though.
Yeah.
they had Paulie.
Sure.
hardcore.
Shout out P Strange from Mad
It was
Circle.
like
Yeah.
it was
Mad
Mike.
Circle.
It was Mike Longo, but I don't
Uh-huh.
think he was from Babylon.
No,
And then
he isn't.
No?
Brian
I don't think
Funk
he is.
and Tom.
And wasn't someone
something.
from Channel 59 in?
Yeah.
That's what I
WCF?
thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, oh shit. Because they played at like a rec night or some shit. It was like a WCF headlining show at fucking Babylon rec night. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, I was also thinking recently about how interesting it is having grown up with the train, like how we were, because like you could just go see random people that you met at a show, like that are 20 or 30 minutes away, and just I don't know.
Unless they live north of you.
Yeah.
Then you got to take a bus to a train.
It was very unique. Well, I remember because we became friends with like people from Franklin Square, and I remember
Merrick too.
and Merrick, but Franklin Square isn't on the train
FS,
line. And
yeah,
I remember
No.
Nick had a crush on one of the FS punks. They were called FS punks. And so I remember we would we took the bus there to go see them.
Yeah.
But that was the only friends that we had to go take the bus to see. Everyone was like right off the train.
On the line, yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. There's just so many towns. Whenever I try to explain it to people that aren't from Long Island or aren't from New York,
That's
like I'm
a
like,
thing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
they're like, oh, how did you meet this person or whatever?
Yeah.
And
you guys both live in Long Island.
yeah. I'm
Yes,
just like,
but-
oh, well, they lived in whatever town, and like, oh, it was like 20 minutes away, and like my boss is from Texas, and she's like, what do you like? I don't understand.
Uh-huh.
Where was Ren's house? It was in Valley Stream.
Lynbrook,
that's it.
So that was like, yeah,
another one.
I remember talking to some touring band early on, and they were like, "Oh, I thought we were going to be seeing like the city skyline in the distance, like when we were out here."
Like
I'm like, "No, you're
Long
out
Island
here."
City or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
But
interesting.
like the Ren's house thing, like I didn't even I have no idea who that is. I've never met them, but like how would I have heard that unless I knew someone that was going there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
When did we even meet? Like, I remember meeting Ren when we started going to Modern Times. That was like the first, I think, me remembering even meeting Ren. Do you remember Moo?
I'm sure it was like through Jamie. We had our best friend. He was from Islip, and he was friends with everyone because he had started going into the city, going to shows and like going to ABC No Rio like way before. Like he just was like cooler, and he introduced us to a lot of people and a lot of different, I don't know, different music and stuff. He would always make me mixtapes.
He's West Islip, right?
He was from Islip.
Yeah. Okay.
Islip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess winding down, One Groovy Coconut is another band I was thinking of.
I
Scott,
don't know
Scott,
that.
Jason.
Is it?
I don't remember them.
I don't
They're
either.
definitely on the ska comp.
Are they? I gotta find that fucking "We Are Groove Animals" song. Man. That shit fucking is hilarious. I'm pretty sure it's on the Waggy Zine comp.
So I guess
Shout out
like
Waggy Zane.
you know, like we said in the beginning, we kind of want to try and find the parallels, even though obviously we're a couple of miles away. But like, what do you think is similar about your people in Babylon, and what is different?
What do you mean, your people?
Your people like you,
I know.
waspy people.
My joke is that there's an exchange rate between Lindenhurst and Babylon. Like, if a piece of pizza costs $3 here, it's going to cost $5.50 in Babylon.
For a while, that was true.
I mean,
now it's all fun.
It's all evened out. Yeah, it's all too much everywhere.
I mean, I don't know, but I think I think that people that grew up like in the same kind of scene around the same time, like I said, I was listening to the episode you guys did with Derek, and it was like bringing back so much just about that time. Like, it was just like very specific. So I feel like we're all have similar, like I think we're all kind of similar in that way. I mean, like, I think like Lindenhurst is obviously so much different as a town than Babylon, although like were you guys allowed to leave and go
No.
like, because you guys didn't really have like that.
Our
right?
school's in the middle of a residential area. Like, it's not on a main road or adjacent to anything else. And someone that left campus got killed in the 80s. So supposedly that's when they stopped that.
We have 2 episodes about that, so check it out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I can't wait to listen.
Yeah.
And apparently that crime's been solved, and we're waiting to hear more on it. But
wait, was it a hit and run?
No, it like they found her like rolled up in a carpet in woods, like by where the McDonald's on Sunrise Highway is now.
Oh shit.
There was a murder.
There was a murder.
There was a murder in Babylon. They found a woman at the in the grade school or something.
It was the grade school baseball field in the 80s. Like a young girl.
They never solved it.
Never solved it. But now everybody's giving their shit to like 23andMe, so everybody's getting busted. So
yeah,
whoever did
that database.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Any other major crimes?
Yeah.
Well, the kid that we went to high school with got into a gunfight with the cops and got killed. Rich Hatcher.
Oh yeah.
That was a sad one.
This isn't really a major crime, although it should have been, but I remember like when we were in high school, someone like spray painted the N-word on the track.
That's
like
Family Matters.
But that's so Babylon. Like, I just think that's so Babylon to me, because it fucking race. And I remember
I've met like both black kids that were around your age.
Yeah.
Jason Phillips and
I mean,
what's
like,
the other
I'm
guy's name?
Jewish.
That's pretty targeted. Yeah.
I'm Jewish. Like,
Same.
my mom's Jewish,
Yeah.
and we didn't have, there was no Jews. There was one Jewish kid in our grade, Justin Rosen, and like my dad's Catholic, so I don't have like a Jewish sounding last name, but Justin Rosen, people like really like fucking
laid into him.
Yeah, like bullied him and tortured him.
Is there a temple in Babylon or anywhere near there?
Not that I know.
That's like a dumb
Babylon.
question, but yeah.
I don't think
there was one in Lindenhurst, but it got run out, and now it's a Ukrainian Roman Catholic church.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Where in Lindenhurst is it?
Like behind
Somewhere
Wellwood
by Dave's
Avenue
house.
and John Street. It's on John Street.
Okay.
Yeah, and Fifth, I think, right?
Yeah, 4th or 5th, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also to go back about you asking like how they're like I was saying to John the other day, I think it's really special and cool that like all of you guys are like still so tight and still friends. And I think that like
no one else
Jay,
likes us.
well, yeah, and they probably didn't like you in high school either. So
Yeah.
that's why you became friends. But like I haven't seen Jay in a minute, but we still like talk, like we still talk, and we could still see each other and it'll be like nothing, you
We had a
know?
phone call before
that's the
this, and it's like
best.
we had
Like you have
not talked.
when you have a rapport where it's like you can pick back up where you left off years later, and it feels
Yeah.
like no time has passed.
Yeah, I just think we kind of have like a special bond. I mean, Jay was like our younger brother because he was a few years younger, and like
I was the baby, and I lied about it too. I lied about my age for like 2 years. I didn't find out.
we thought he was
How? Like
older.
when they see you in younger
I
grade
said that I got
classes?
left back. I got left back, and then
No, I'm
finally my
your
mother.
age. I'm just 2 grades behind you.
That was it.
But
That
like,
was
yeah,
it.
he hung out with all of us. And then when we graduated, what happened? What'd you do?
I was left alone. I had to become a fucking townie to survive, which sucked.
That's something I wanted to get into too. Like early on in hanging out with Babylon people, Bart's was a place to go to.
Parts.
And I don't know if it's because like people were still underage and that was the one you could get into, but it's not like everyone was going to fucking Mary Carol's or whatever. They were going to the shitty dive bar Bart's because I think Taylor might have bartended there at the time or something.
My cousin used to bartend there, Shannon, who's a fucking train wreck. God bless her though. If she ever
Yeah,
hears
Jay's
this, love her.
cousin bartended there, and that's how I remember being able to like go and drink
Gotcha.
there. I'm pretty sure I had like my 17th or 18th birthday there.
Birthday there at Bart's.
Yeah. But wasn't there like a
Yeah.
drive-by?
Yeah, there was a drive-by there. A couple people got arrested in the back. Yeah, it was crazy. That place is like
Oh,
complete shithole.
Didn't Tim Boyle get beat up by a cop while he was handcuffed to someone?
Yeah, he was handcuffed to Sugar Ray, Sugar Ray Robinson, the kid that we went to high school with, because he was selling Tim Coke, and Tim's a fucking idiot. So he's basically being like, "Can I get the Coke?" And then a cop saw him and beat the shit out of both of them. It's like,
Tim Boyle.
But like we were just going and hanging out at this bar when we were like 17 or something.
Yeah.
And like going
My
on
cousin-
the roof and shit, right?
I never went on the roof there, but there was
I
just
saw
if you
people
ever
climb
walked
the
through
back
the
of that to get on
bathroom,
those. Yeah.
it was just a fucking like Coke den. It was like
That's
the
like
scene end scene from Scarface.
But that's like a classic like Babylon institution.
Bart's, yeah.
Are there is the Sea Breeze, is that considered a dive as well?
I don't know if is the Seabreeze still there.
I don't even know.
That's the
I
one under
honestly
the
don't know.
train track.
Well,
No.
that's-
I
See,
mean,
this is
Bart's
where
one
Nick
area.
Nick would know
Yeah,
all
this
this
is
stuff
Nick-
because he's
yeah.
like knows everything about bar
Every bar on
culture.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a vague memory of like what Babylon Village was like maybe 25 plus years ago. Obviously, it wasn't as bumping as it is now. More so than Lindenhurst was. Lindenhurst was kind of a ghost town up until like, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
So what did it look like in the 90s, early 2000s in the village?
Oh, that's such a good
That's a
question.
real good question.
I know that there was a Bailey's Comics there for a while. Like Bailey's,
Yeah.
which is in Lindenhurst, had a store in Babylon as well.
Yeah. Which was
I re-
awesome.
There was Bunger was always there.
Yeah.
But I mean
Loman's
everybody
was a place I
everybody
would
knows
go to
but
Babylon to go to.
Loman's. Oh, I was
Yeah.
good. Loman's was everything because that's where
You
we
get your
would get
cons
You
there.
could get
Every-
Dickies there and
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
other
you get an
stuff,
army
yeah.
jacket there, or
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like
Get a Carhartt
a mailman
hat.
uniform if you want that for
shark,
some
like a
reason.
shark watch. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
mean, we
An
like
embroidered doors patch for your JanSport when you were
Yeah.
you were like 10 years old.
I was going to Loman's up until they closed like however long ago and
Yeah,
still
same.
getting
I remember going with you at one point when I was living in Bayshore. Me, you, and my ex went there, and she actually bought a fucking army jacket there, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, Loman's was the best. And then there was like Sweet Street or something. There was like a little
Sweet Sensations.
No, Sweet Street. It wasn't
Sweet
Sweet
Street?
Sensations. It was like a little candy store. And then there
Oh,
was like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
like a luggage stationery store. Oh, and then there was a fucking like a crystal store. That was the coolest place. Like they had my grandma would take me and my sister there, and they had all little like tchotchkes, like all crystal necklaces and pens, and
I don't remember it.
What else
There
was
used to
there?
be a Chinese buffet there at one point, which is tight.
There was this amazing thrift store that was owned by this older woman who had been like
Next to
an
Glenn's?
actress next to Glenn's. She was an
Yeah.
actress or something. She was like had some history in theater in Broadway. And now that I think of it, it's like actually so cool that it was in Babylon. She just had
Like
all
on the
this
corner or the other side of Glenn's?
like
No,
a
other
few
side of Glenn's.
a few
Gotcha.
Like towards that
doors
church,
down,
church.
closer to
Yeah.
like the retirement home down there.
Gotcha.
But it was just
My
like you
grandma was
walk.
in that retirement home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when I worked at Glenn's, we served so many of those guys. Some of them were
God
lovely
bless
and
you.
some of them were scary. Yeah.
Yeah. Medically unable to be lovely.
But that was such a cool store because you would just walk in and she had all these amazing gowns and all this stuff. And I'm like, if that was existed now, everything would be like a bazillion dollars. But
Yeah.
I'm sure I remember like getting a lot of cool stuff there.
Gina's is
So
so
that's the
fucking
other
good.
question. What's the prime pizza place in Babylon? Gino's?
Gino's was it, but then Ian, our friend,
Amore was tight.
yeah,
Amore
our
was
friend
really
Ian
good.
was a delivery guy for Amore, right?
Amore,
That's the one
yeah.
on Sunrise Highway, though, right?
No, that one's right under the train tracks by the Seabreeze.
Okay.
There used to be a pizza spot.
So he
Gino's
used
was
to deliver
great.
for them, and we would just eat like
So much of that
Seabreeze
whatever
is
shit.
not under the
leftover.
Seabreeze is not under the tracks. That's the one by the water, like further down on what do you call it?
What's the bar? Or Bartini. Bartini is
Yeah.
the bar
Bartini.
on the track.
But side note, John, do you remember that we worked together at Spoon Coffee House?
When it first opened, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they just kind of took me off the schedule. I completely remember.
Because he had
What?
just opened and
The Kabbalah bracelets they all wore. It always cracked me up.
did? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
At least Jasmine, she was the blonde, right?
I only remember the one guy that was the owner, and he was very big in like recovery, right? Like all of his friends were like in AA or NA or something.
So that's the guy that eventually owned it. The two people that the woman who originally owned it was the lady who opened the cup, and I can't remember her name, but it was her blonde sister, their weird brother Greg, who was like a super Jeff Buckley fan and a musician, and the one lady's like giant husband who looked like Rick Fox, if you know who that is, NBA player or whatever. But I have a crazy memory where if I remember something, I remember every fucking detail.
I
Where
just
was
remember
this?
like
Joe was the guy who took it over. That's like the recovery guy, little
but
Italian guy.
he had me get my first credit card. He was always like, "Oh, you have to have credit. Everybody has to have credit." And I always remember that because I'm like, you know what? Thank you for that.
Oh, I
They
thought he was
flipped the
trying to,
place
steal
really
your
quickly. The
credit.
people that originally opened it.
But I remember that we had to like take turns being like the barista and then being like the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And like you and me would like I'd be like, I want to be in the front. And like
We definitely don't
This
talk
is
about the
after
spoon.
Cool Beans? Where's the spoon?
Well,
Where's the
that
spoon?
It was next
Right
to
in there.
Musicland.
Yeah.
yeah. What is it now?
Like in that little, like how it's like a cutout
Yeah.
cove to get in there. It was to the left.
What is it
Yeah,
now?
I remember me working there.
It's like a Cricket Wireless store or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
I
Yeah.
had so many jobs.
Yeah.
So my first job was Cool Beans Coffee Shack. Did you guys go there?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I had
sure.
never actually been there, but I dealt with what's her name? What's the lady's name that ran that shit into the ground? Sue Lynn? Is that it?
Yeah.
Because
I
she
think
opened the
that's it.
spot in Lindenhurst called Sunshine Daydream, and the same shit happened there.
Oh.
The perfect
Dude.
name.
She's
So
been
we would,
scamming
like-
people for years.
For years.
Yeah, they didn't. I
Exactly.
don't think we like ever got paid. Like I think
Right.
we just like ate the food and just like hung out.
And Evan was doing shows there or something like that.
Yeah.
right?
So
yeah.
because
Yeah.
so we all were started doing Food Not Bombs in Bayshore, and so
Yeah.
we did it in the parking lot over where Toast is,
Mhm.
and we would do it because there was like a
And did it-
house.
Cool Beans turned into like something in milk, right?
Milk and
or
sugar.
whatever.
Milk
Yeah.
and sugar.
But we
Yeah.
were doing Food Not Bombs, and we were just walking down the street, and that Cool Beans had just opened, and we walked in, and we were like, "Do can we work here?" And they were just like, "Sure." And
Yeah,
they hired
three of
like
you on the
4
spot.
of us.
Yeah.
And
We're
we were
hippies,
like
man. You can work here.
16. I think we were like 16.
Yeah.
And we
Even.
literally just like ate all of the leftover food that people didn't eat. And then yeah,
pretty
Evan
good
started-
coffee job.
there was like a little
Yeah.
stage. So Evan started booking shows, but there was like some really sick shows
Like
there.
Boy Sets Fire played there. Fucking June played there.
Jejun played there.
Yeah.
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 Newfound Glory.
What's that other emo band that's like they all had black hair?
Juliana Theory.
Yeah, the Juliana Theory. How did you even get that?
Damn, that's a good pull out, John.
I'm good.
I remember oh yeah, the movie Life. I remember I have some old pictures from shows there, and
The Loiterers played there.
but it was like we
tight.
would work on like school nights. It was like there would be shows on school nights, and I remember Jejun played there, Jay.
Yeah, and you were supposed to give me a ride, but then you didn't.
My
Luckily, I've
dad
seen
would
them.
not let me.
Didn't they make everyone sit down or something like that?
Did they really?
Oh god,
I think
the
something like
worst.
that happened.
It sounds.
But I just remember
pretty
having
on.
like a temper tantrum because my dad was like, "No, you're not staying for the show on like a Tuesday or something."
So
But that
worse, if mom comes into the show to pick
fun.
you up.
No, I didn't wind up going to the show, but I'm going to see Jejun on the 20th, which is crazy because I never thought they would have a fucking reunion. So I'm kind of stoked on it.
I'm thankful for bands that want to cash in on what they couldn't cash in on.
Yeah, fuck it, exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
If I
Take
could,
your
I
fucking
would.
bag. Yeah.
Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah, I played Cool Beans with a pre-Taking Back Sunday band called Jennifer's Dream.
Oh my
Nice.
god, I remember that name.
And that was the night Antonio and Eddie told me they were naming their new band Taking Back Sunday
Taking Back
after
Sunday.
my band's song. That was
No one
that Cool
ever
Beans.
really. I mean, no one ever really talks about that. That's like obviously like a Christian name, right?
Taking Back
Like
Sunday.
Taking Back
So
Sunday?
Not for us. No.
It comes from a song title of The Waiting Process, which was Derek and Vito's band.
Okay.
Like it straight
I
up
remember
comes.
Waiting
It
There
straight
was
up
no
comes from
religious
that.
And it just-
connotation. Yeah.
I really thought it was like Sunday is the day that you go to church, and it had something to do with.
Yeah.
There was a girl in my grade when I was in 11th grade that took her own life in the bagel store that I ended up working in. But that has nothing to do with anything. So I think it's a reference to that because it happened on a Sunday.
Okay.
Gotcha. Vito,
That's the
you
first
didn't
I've
sue
heard of
their
that.
asses? You got anything in paper that you could sue their asses and get some fucking bread out of that?
No.
What?
No.
You can't.
Yeah.
I think it works like that.
You can't copyright a band name.
Wait, I
unfortunately.
kind of remember Jennifer's Dream though.
Yeah. I think John Nolan was in that band too.
And
Wow.
Enriquez, right?
No.
No?
No, I forgot
was
the
the drummer?
drummer. He was like a Hofstra guy that I went to school with at the
Okay.
time.
And it's not Enriquez, who is the Hofstra guy you went to school with at the time.
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Go see Taking Back Sunday at the Jones Beach thing.
Yeah. They're playing
If
at
you
the
did.
Are they
Concerts.
really? They're playing at Jones Beach?
So
That's
there's like a
wild.
second Jones Beach venue that I'm not sure if it's like the band
Oh,
show
really?
that they redid to be ticketed, but they're playing that with I think Bayside and Thrice or
Oh,
something.
jeez.
Ew.
I saw Violent
Sorry.
Femmes.
Saves the
Audible
Day's
Ooh.
playing too. Yeah, I might go see
Oh,
that.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Double ooh.
no, I won't ill saves the day.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I love Saves the Day.
We
Still to
love
this day.
me and Jay, yeah, we love saves the day. Actually, I went into the coffee shop. I went into the coffee shop by my apartment the other day, and I was like, "What is this that they're playing? This is like some new Midwestern emo or something." And I
And
asked
it
the
was
kid, I'm
new
like,
Taking Back Sunday.
"No, it was the anniversary."
Ah.
Oh, shit.
Which I never really got into them fully, but I was like, oh, cool, like talking to the kid. I don't know, how old was he? 25 or something. He's like, oh yeah, I have Saves the Day radio on. And I thought it was like kind of cute and kind of cool, you know?
It is that there's like a early 2000s emo revival going on right now, you know?
Big time.
And there's
Yeah.
like Glassjaw worship in like metal
Which is
and
crazy.
hardcore now.
If you read the lyrics to the fucking Glassjaw records, like especially in this age of cancellation, like God
Yeah, the
bless
first
them.
one's awful. The second one is word salad and nothing means anything.
I still love those records though. I don't give a
I
fuck.
mean, all the lyrics of every band ever
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's true.
It was a different time, kids.
Yeah, it
And
really was.
they're all about underage girls.
Yep.
Yep.
Just to, you know,
They're of age now.
they're of age now.
But I was just thinking,
Maybe
like,
they were looking for
when
it.
you guys are talking about your experience, like meeting people, 20, 25 years ago from other towns and getting together and going to shows, like, obviously kids are having that same experience now. But with all the connectivity with social media, I just wonder, like, how the vibe is different now than from when we were more
Oh,
organically finding each
Yeah,
other, you know?
totally. I
I
mean,
don't
like,
think it exists.
There is no vibe.
There's no vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, I do see that there's still kind of a scene on Long Island and there's younger
Yeah.
kids doing stuff, which I think is awesome. But it's so
hits
like
It just doesn't seem like a discovery like it was for us. Like,
No,
because
yeah.
it was all like planned
They
out.
don't
Like
have to do the work of looking through the distro and going to that guy's table and reading the thank you and the
Exactly.
liner notes.
Yeah,
They just
Yeah, and
have to
exactly.
like
follow the
yeah.
tag in the post.
And then when you met people at shows, it was just like organic. You just like went outside out back and like started a conversation, and then all of a sudden these are your fucking best friends, and they're like,
Yeah.
coming over every weekend. But like feels a lot different when it's like all connected via the fucking internet now.
it's like I have 30 mutuals with you. So what's up? Like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What's your
Yeah.
what's your story? Yeah.
yeah.
That's something that freaks me out. If I see like someone I'm friends with is friends with another friend of mine and it's not because of me, I get totally fucking weirded out.
Yeah, like what the fuck's going
Yeah.
on here?
Uh-huh. Like I should know that you know this person. I know that person.
Yeah. Yeah. That still happens to me now. It's like, how do those two people know each other? They're from completely
Uh-huh.
different
I
parts of my
I
life.
saw
Yeah.
my sister liked the post that Brian Davis made, so I immediately texted her. I'm like, "How the fuck do you know Brian Davis?" She's like,
Just
"I
from
don't
Wooden
know how or
Sleepers
why I
or
clicked that."
something.
What's that?
Yeah, just for like from what I mean, he's like kind of very like well known now.
Yeah, but yeah, she doesn't know him because of his vintage clothing, She's not trying to get like 1970s LL Bean shit, right?
Yeah, it was weird. Like you, even if you were the most awkward person, you had to like talk to people. Like if you like, I just remember like I became friends with these two girls from like Franklin Square, Jenna and Evelyn. But I remember like the way that I met them is that Jenna just like came up to me like online at Deja and like just pushed me. Like she was just like kind of being goofy, but like she just was like pushed me, and then we just like became friends, and like I don't know.
That's how every guy at a show
That's
meets
all
each
it
other.
took. Like
Yeah.
someone was either
Yeah,
like an endearing asshole, so you ended up
yeah.
talking to
Right.
them, or yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody pick you up off the floor.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Or
I
like
mean, we first talked to Jay. I guess he reminded me at a show at the Roadhouse Pub, and I guess Katie just went up to him and was like, "Do you go to Babylon?"
Yeah,
That's
and I was like, yeah, because I knew
yeah.
of them, but they probably saw me in the hall, but they were two older chicks, and I was just like, yep.
yeah, that was my experience in Lindenhurst. Like the first show I went to was the last day of 8th grade. So then going into high school, like I knew there were kids that went to shows that I didn't know. And like I wanted their acceptance more than fucking anything. And I got
Yeah.
it kind of easily, and it didn't make sense to me that they're just like friendly people that, like,
Yeah,
oh, this guy seems okay.
I should have had to work harder for this. What's wrong?
Yeah. Something's
Is
wrong.
this
They're gonna fuck with
are
me in
they
a
gonna
second.
fucking punk me or something? Yeah.
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 But I would like our friend James, who passed away, rest in peace. I was like, his brother's in Edna's Goldfish. That's crazy.
I mean, they were legit on MTV, so it's like, come on.
I
Not
know.
at
I
There
that
was a
forgot.
music video.
I forgot about how important they were.
Yeah.
They really
Those are those ska shows that I first started going to. It was like Edna's and
Step
like
Lively.
Scofflaws and Steph Lively. Who was the other
We
one? I know we played at the fucking the church, the Praise Tabernacle. Shit, I
That
forgot.
was my first show at the Huntington, whatever, First Church. And Channel 59, I think it was Checkerboard Charlie's last
Oh
show,
fuck.
Spider Nick and the Mad Dogs,
Yeah.
and a band Anthony Greco was in called Descent.
Oh, I don't remember Descent. I remember everything
That was
else
probably
though.
their only show.
It was one and done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Praise Tabernacle was in Massapequa. Was
That
that
was
Yeah.
Matt.
by
Yeah,
the horror
Yeah.
house and United
yeah,
Skates?
Yeah, by the Adams Family House, whatever. Hicksville Road.
yeah. One of my
I
first
saw
like
Less Than Jake
weird.
there.
I saw Mustard Plug there. That was
I
It was kind of like a
yeah.
pass-through place.
I remember seeing Less Than Jake there.
That
I
was
think
like a
that-
big one because
Or
they played the Vanderbilt like a month or so before that. Like, whoa, they're playing
Yeah.
the church.
or maybe Real Big Fish. I remember seeing Real Big Fish there, I think. Maybe one
think-
of my most seen bands, sadly.
It was
Real Big Fish?
Real Big Fish, really.
Nice.
I only got to see them once and not in their prime. The reunion show's first show was with Real Big Fish at the
Really?
Vanderbilt. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe like since I've lived in Brooklyn, one of my friends, Tim, got asked to write a piece for Vice about Real Big Fish. So he took me to see them at like Brooklyn Bowl, and it was like the
Right.
best. It was so fun. So there's
Get
like
that. Like it would be the
documented
best and fun.
evidence
Yeah.
of me like skanking.
Yeah. Is there a picture of you skanking in like the Vice article or whatever?
No pictures.
All right.
That Tim Meehan was writing for Vice?
He got asked by Dan Ozzie to do
Oh, okay.
a few pieces here and there.
And
So
then on
usually I
Real Big
wrap it up
Fish.
with having people give us a last little piece about Lindenhurst, but give us a last little piece about Babylon. If you were to describe Babylon to someone who's never been there, what would you tell them? We'll start with Megan.
I mean, I
No
like
pressure.
I really hated it. Like I was really like, this place sucks, like every other punk kid then, like get me off this fucking island. Like I really
So this is something I guess I should have asked, but like you guys and your general friend group being like, creative, whatever, like creative minded people, what was your perception of the other, you know what I mean? Like macro look at the entire class. Like, what do you think of the rest of them? You know what I mean? Like, what's the general perception of that?
I mean, they were like normies and like
Counties.
they were
Not
normies and
really-
mean girls. Like I got bullied
Jocks
really
and counties
bad.
and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I got
Exactly.
bullied really bad from like really mean girls, and like
Mhm.
they like were really horrific, and I like really hated. Like I said, when I said before, like someone spray painted like the N-word on the track, like it was like really like disgusting. Like the town, the school, like, and we were like big activists. Like our group of friends were like really part of like, I was very involved in the Long Island Women's Collective that we started at Free Space in like 2003 or something, and like that was kind of from being involved in like this whole scene and being like, these lyrics are disgusting, these men are disgusting, like women, these girls aren't nice to each other, like we need to like form some kind of like a community. But we were all doing like protests and taking the train into the city, and for the war, like what was it, the war in Afghanistan and
World Bank and shit.
Yeah, like we were like, so I think it was like a big, like kind of rejecting like this suburban like life, and like I just like hated it. I mean, now my birthday is next week, I'm gonna be 43, so when I tell people, I'm like, it's right in the middle of the island, it's like really cute, it's really like really close to the beach, like it's very expensive, it's very conservative, like
Totally white.
but
Yeah.
it's white, it's very white, and
Mhm.
like, but like sometimes I'll be like driving out and I am like going to see my mom and I'm like, it's so beautiful here, maybe I should just move here, maybe I should just move back and get like a like
Uh-huh.
it's like like I could like kind of glorify it a little bit more. I mean, you know, I live in Greenpoint. It's also very white here and completely unaffordable to anyone. But like when I look back, like I do actually think Babylon was like a really kind of special place. Like, I don't know. I just think being able to like go to the beach like within 20 minutes and like, you know, going and like going to meet Jay and like Argyle in the middle of the night and like, you know, walk around.
Go to bars,
and,
get drunk, sleep over.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of like a weird, special little place.
We'll take it.
Right. Jay, what would you say?
I completely agree. It's not a place that I'd ever want to live again, but growing up there and the friends that I made, and like I know everybody loves their scene so much, but like Long Island, like when we were growing up, was just such a fucking special time. And I'm not just like home field advantage type shit. Like I really think what we had was every weekend you went to a show and there was
like multiple times a week.
Yeah. And
or
it was
like,
fucking
oh my god, remember
shit.
the kickball at the mall,
in
the parking lot?
Yeah.
And like just people having shows like at Ren's house or at the Hobo House, like in the basement, like in someone's kitchen, like in, you know, like sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think we really lived through such a special and important time as far as like Long Island and music is considered.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I took it for granted, but I'm so fucking glad I was there for it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. This was fun.
Thanks, dudes. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Take that bad attitude, pack it up, it's going with you. Free time, white lines. I had a dime for every time I'm falling. I'm all in. It's got me down bad. My place is only a train away. Now I'm taking you home. Open the windows, clothes on the floor. I'm holding you closer than ever before. Just tell me this when I'm sober. Just tell me this isn't over. When you say it's time to go, just tell me it's over. When you say it's time to go, just tell me it's over. Now I'm standing here alone. Just tell me it's over. Now I think that I should go. Tell me, why can't it just be simple? It feels like we're in the middle of something I just can't hold. Love is a canvas, painting through the madness, justifying sadness, not to be alone. Now I'm taking you home. Open the windows, clothes on the floor. I'm holding you closer than ever before. Just tell me this when I'm sober. Tell me this isn't over. When you say it's time to go, just tell me it's over. When you say it's time to go, just Tell me it's over when you say it's time to go. Just tell me it's over when you say it's time to go. Just tell me it's over. Now I'm standing here alone. Tell me it's over. Now I think that I should go. Love is a canvas, painting through the madness, justifying sadness, not to be alone.
Long live the bench.